Sublime, Anakin. Sublime. Kill that gent. Kill him right now.
I should not. That gent must not but face trial.
Doth it. There aren't too many of these folks. What are we going to do? Hey, Master Windu. I take it the General Grievous has been destroyed. I will say thou art here and now. Then did I expect.
In the nameth of the gladdest Republic of the Senate, thou art under arrest.
Art thee threatening me, worthy knight?
The Senate shall decide thy fate.
I am the Senate.
Not yet.
'Tis reason.
Thou under arrest, mine own art.
The oppression of Sith shall never returneth. Thee has it lost.
Nay, nay, Aaron, thee shall perish. The oppression of thy Sith shall never returneth. Thee hasn't they lost.
Nay, nay, anon thee shall perish. That gent is a traitor.
That gent is the traitor.
I hasn't the power to summon the ones thee loveth. Thee will choose it.
Arg not that to that gent, Anakin.
Alloweth. Now that gent killeth me. I can't hold any longer. I'm in the coil.
I will put a stop to thy life.
Thee cannot. Anon's trial awaits him.
That gent hasn't control of the Senate and the court. He is too dangerous to be left alive.
I'm too weak. I'm too weak.
'Tis not the way of the knights. Darth Sidious with liver. I need him.
The war against the Jedi's horrid image doth unfix my hair and make my seated heart knock at my ribs. Each new morn, new widows howl, new orphans cry, new sorrows strike heaven on the face. Alas, poor country, almost afraid to know itself, it can be called no more our mother. I thought I shared you my deepest partners of regrets. We will proceed no further with this business. Lay it to your heart and farewell.
Woe, Anakin, I fear thy nature. It is too full of the milk of human kindness to catch the nearest way. Thou wouldst be great, art not thou ambition, but without the illness should I attend it. Hie thee hither, that I may pour my spirits in thine ear and chastise with the valor of my tongue all that impedes thee from the golden round. My worthy lord, thy letters have transported me beyond this ignored present, and I feel now the future's instant. We will proceed no longer in the war against the Jedis. I have no spur to prick the sides of my intent, but only vaulting ambition, which o'er itself and falls on the other. Infirm of purpose, art thou afeard to be same in thine own act, and valor as thou art desire? I dare do all that I may become a man.
Be lion melted, proud, take no care whose chafes, whose frets, or where conspiracies are. Be bloody, bold, and resolute. Laugh to scorn the power of man, for none of woman born shall ever have power upon thee.
If we should fail,
We fail, but screw your courage to the stinking place and will never fail. For mine own good, all cause shall give away.
Release the mistress at once, Anakin.
oh, what has happened to my closest?
Release her, I say.
Thee has turned my single love against me.
Her consequences art from thy actions.
Thy shall not taketh mine own loveth, never. Vengeance is in my heart, death in my hand.
Thine anger and thine lust for dominance did push her far hence. Thy compass art no longer controlled by thee. As a substitute, the villain hast reign. Thou art becomest the very thing thee swore to destroy.
I doth not want to decounsel, Obi-Wan. The lies of the corrupt Jedi Order art but troublesome to my fate and I. I doth not want to decounsel, Obi-Wan. The lies of the corrupt Jedi Order art but troublesome to my fate and I. Oh listen, the dark side must not be feared. With the mere aid of my beloved Lord, mine own new empire has seen justice. Mine own new empire has seen freedom. My own new empire has seen security. And my own new empire has seen peace.
Empire new, what art thee claiming?
Doth not make my slaughter thou like a meal.
My loyalty stands with democracy. Anakin, we both art the Republic.
If you shall sail another path, you have my word I will sink your whole fleet. Starting with thee, I shall honor my lord.
Only a Sith Lord deals in absolutes. Yeah.
I possess no intent to cause you pain. You are no match for the dark side.
I've heard this saying before, Anakin, but never I would have thought the day would come of which those evil words would come you thee. The Emperor stood as thy only flaw.
The Emperor showed me things you could not.
I grant you my most humble apology. Thine master has failed you, my Padawan.
I have presented a blind eye to thee. I should have known the Jedi would attempt to vanquish the Republic and seize power.
Palpatine, this he who evil is.
Jedi, tis his I, and I seen evil. It resides in my brothers, the Jedi.
Thine thoughts are dazed and confused, my friend.
Enough has been said, my master Obi-Wan. Feel the wrath of my sword, evil Jedi!
Concede your loss, Anakin. Think for once. The high ground. 'Tis who I possesses it.
You underestimate my strength, master!
This I warn thee, doth not attempt the leap. Thee was the chosen one, who shall destroy the evil Sith, not join that same party.
Every ounce of hatred in my heart has forced me to respond. I hate you, A!
Brothers are what best friends can never be. Anakin, you are a brother to me.
We hope you enjoyed the Shakespeare adaptation of Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, brought to you by 4 very talented actors and playwriters. In 1818, a young woman wrote the first science fiction story, Frankenstein. This revolutionary play triggered the creation of thousands, if not millions, of sci-fi stories worldwide. One of which, potentially the most famous, the Star Wars saga. We believe Star Wars Anakin Skywalker portrays Shakespeare's Macbeth because both were told about alleged prophecies, both were manipulated into doing unthinkable acts, both were quote-unquote the chosen ones, and finally both were tragic heroes. Let's dive right into it. Freddie, take it over.
Both characters were told alleged prophecies in which they were made to believe would come true. To add a bit more context, Anakin Skywalker was dreaming about the death of his love Padme. He was led to believe he could see into the future due to his powers of the Force. Macbeth, on the other hand, was told 3 different prophecies. Those prophecies are: Macbeth will be a Thane, Macbeth will be a king, and Banquo's sons will be kings. This sets the scene for the rest of the story for both characters. They would proceed to committing acts of murder, making sure that the prophecies which they have been told would work in their favor. For example, Anakin brutally murdered countless people, including Mace Windu and Obi-Wan, both Jedi Masters, in order to change the fate that was given to him by the prophecy. Macbeth, on the other hand, murdered King Duncan to make sure the fate of the prophecy he was given went unchanged. As we can see, both murdered innocent people because of the prophecies. But who pushed them to commit such unthinkable acts of violence?
After committing these crimes, both characters were in the same emotional state, as if they were manipulating into doing it. Well, that is exactly what happened. Palpatine, the greasy sandpaper looking man you see here, used Anakin's prophecies in the exact same way as Lady Macbeth used Macbeth's prophecies for power. Both Anakin and Macbeth were naive enough to trust the people that they loved. Palpatine promised Anakin that he would teach him how to save the love of his life, but in exchange, he must do as he says. Lady Macbeth used Macbeth's insecurities to her own advantage by telling him he is not manly enough. This divided loyalty, of which both characters must face, extreme detrimental to their mental health. They both chose feeling over duty.
As a child, Anakin had always been told that he is the chosen one, which means he will become the highest ranked Jedi and lead the world to a better place. This has led him to practicing and learning over the course of many years of his life in order to become said person. But being called the chosen one also leads to him believing he is different, more powerful. Deep down, he believes that he can do better than what the Jedi Council has done. As we all know, Macbeth is also, in his own way, the chosen one. He is set to become King of Cawdor. This leads them to believe that they are above the way of things. They both see the supernatural as the ultimate tool. Anakin uses the Force for almost every mission he has in mind, including saving Padme, while Macbeth uses the witch's supernatural prophecies in order to become king.
The prophecies in both stories are misinterpreted in both ways. Macbeth was led to believe that no man/woman born can kill him. Macbeth was born via C-section. For Anakin, on the other hand, it was led to believe that he was balanced of the Force as a Jedi, but in fact, he does it as a Sith. Both characters tragically died to the hands of their close friends.
In conclusion, we believe that Anakin Skywalker plays the role of Shakespeare's Macbeth in the sci-fi movie Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, because they were both told prophecies which they have been told would come true. They were both manipulated into committing acts of murder. They were both named as the chosen ones. And finally, they were both tragic heroes, in the sense that they were both the main cause of the tragic murder scenes.